Golden versus dark. Thoughts on the rule of 86? The best syrup in snow for syrup on snow?
Syrup on snow.
See, that right there. That tells me you're an amateur. I can't even talk maple syrup with you.
So, you're telling me you know a good syrup as soon as you taste it?
No, before I taste the Zan, the color, the aroma, that's enough to know. If you know, quality is unmistakable.
Okay, well, moving on. Which you know better, syrup or ball?
Oh, ain't nothing I know better than ball.
All right, well, I know it's still early, but do you think you're an all-star based on what we've seen so far?
I know I'm an all-star.
Okay. All right. You did say, quality is unmistakable when someone knows what they're talking about.
Right.
So, what needs to happen for your quality as a baller to be unmistakable?
Well, I'm going up against another pretender to the throne tonight. So when I finish the game with a win and a bunch more points than him, that'll be unmistakable. MP, out.
You good, MP?
Association and its board of directors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, or listening or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the usher, security, or arena staff member.
You don't want to skip out on the next round of home game, anybody, because you will all get a Northside Crew t-shirt. Don't miss a single game this season. See the ticket booth for more information before you leave today.
And folks, we hope you'll join us for our next fan appreciation giveaway.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Short a rotation player. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. James is out there with ball. Then it's Knippel. Then it's Bridges. And for Toronto, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Well, for both teams, it's game 1 of the NBA Cup. A chance to start strong in this group stage.
Remember, the group stage is just 4 games, so every game is huge. I expect both teams to come out with a little extra effort. It just means more than your average regular season contest.
Will MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference, and he's let everyone know about it too. He wants in that game badly.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after this is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done it. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
Now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
As you know, one of the big stories in this game is the battle for an all-star guard spot. I asked MP how much weight he put on making the all-star team, and he said, it's very important for me to be a leader on this team and in this league. Guys, MP sounds like he's on a mission.
He sure does. Thank you.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
And that one's good. MP.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
From the arc. Ball, no good. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
16 feet away, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Ball with a wide open look, and the Hornets miss again.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
And that one's good. MP.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for James. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Down by 15. Bridges deciding where to go with it. There's Ball with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got 5 now.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
Pass to MP. From deep three-point land, basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. Ball against MP. Under passes to Bridges. And it's Ball in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A 3-pointer is right on target. MP's got 23.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now, here's Bridges. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. They get it back. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
MP's shot is good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Good on the shot. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
From past the arc. That shot missing. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
They've got Grady Dick. He's out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Gillespie in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Here's Shed. 9 points last game. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Out left to the wing. Fires from deep. And so on. Gets it to go.
Just a little confusion among the deep.
In for the Hornets. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
The Raptors making a switch here. Quickly is checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Bridges checks in. Ball hits them both. Clark, so many games left on the schedule. We are only scratching the surface of this season.
Yeah, you know, these first handful of games have been a lot of fun, though. But you're exactly right. I mean, there's a ton of season left to go, and the standings are going to be pretty fluid until we get further along in the season.
And the basket is good.
If you don't box him out, he's going to make you pay.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The 3 from MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
Now Knippel hasn't made one yet. Outside Ball. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Knippel with it. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Jacks up a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Knippel's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Ball really confident even amongst the big fellas inside, which is why he's able to draw these fouls. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Raptors. Good on both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities,
get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
On the wing, Bridges. James outside, takes a three, sinks the triple.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Toronto ahead, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. Being at the top of your respective conference has got to be a good feeling, right, fellas?
A very good feeling, Ernie, and you always want to be sending a message out there to those teams.
What does the message say, Kenny?
It says, good luck, brother. You'll need it.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, yeah, as someone who loves to distribute the rock, this is beautiful basketball right here.
Yeah, just watching this game has been entertaining. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
We have a little extra bulletin board material for this one. MP took to social media to make some guarantees about the night he was going to have. There's been no official response, but I know it didn't sit well with the opposing locker room, so we'll have to see if MP can back up his predictions.
He had some strong ones, and if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Thank you. Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. They've got James. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. Then there's LaMelo Ball.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Charlotte no good that time either.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Out to Ingram. There's the triple. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Knipple. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
And here's MP for 3. It doesn't go for him.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Ball no good.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
MP, that's for 2. Knipple with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to James from downtown. Hits the three-point bomb. James has got 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell it.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Bridges misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Bridges outside. Toronto grabs the miss. A three from MP, and the three ball is good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Pass the ball to halt the run, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
55 seconds left to play in the third. Ball dishes to Bridges. Six on the shot clock. Ball takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Ball's got 4 points this quarter. And stolen by James. Right side, Ball. Bridges outside. No good on the three.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Charlotte shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lets it go with a three. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Toronto ahead, ending the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play.
He's checked in for Toronto. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
They've got Barrett, and it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the center position. So that's the 5 of the game for Toronto. Buries the long-range jumper.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's good.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Raptors.
The 3, and again it's Toronto with the 3.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Salon. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Ball. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 20 points for LaMelo Ball.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Fires for three. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
But, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Back to Schroeder. Inside. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Schroeder. Ball's got 22.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Charlotte now. Here's Kneppel. Pass to Salon. Banked in off the glass.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have...
There's a debate whether Babe Ruth ever called his shot. Millions of people saw you call yours pre-game, then hit it out of the park. What message do you hope a night like this sends?
The message was I wanted my teammates to understand how good we can be and how far we can go. This was a good performance. We didn't play a perfect game, but we were confident. We knew the deal coming in and we were ready for it. Sometimes you gotta be confident first and trust success will follow.
Very good, MP. Thank you so much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Promotional night pricing is available for the next home stand. Bring the whole family or crew for an awesome value. Come to tickets to pick your seats today.
A reminder, fans, we hope you come and join us for Spring Park Day. The first 10,000 fans through the arena will receive Spring Park Cap. Arrive early in the fan zone and get them signed by Raptor and the
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed.
The story continues. This chapter from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Grizzlies taking on the Raptors. For the Memphis Grizzlies, nothing has gone according to plan. At 1-7, they're still trying to find their way. Raptors, Grizzlies, coming up next, right after this. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And here's Memphis's starting group. We've got Jalen Wells, Senti Aldama out there with Edie. Then there's Ja Morant. And for Toronto, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
The 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Quickly.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
Shot's good by Morant.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against Ja Morant, and Coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
I love the mindset there from MP, coming right back with his own triple. You don't see that in a lot of guys his age.
Wells, that's good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to position this basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Connects from downtown. MP's got 15 points.
Now that's some serious range from MP.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Back to Morant. Outside Wells. There's the triple. Rebounded by Ingram. The Raptors have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid from deep. MP. Good! Another from 3.
Game after game, his floor-stretching ability is in the spotlight.
And year after year, he adds to an immense total of 3s. Tied now for 4th overall on that list.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Launches it. Memphis with a rebound. Lets it go from 11. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto leading by 9. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance.
Oh my, oh my. You love what he brings to this team and what he brings to the game.
Tonight, he becomes the 4th leading three-point scorer in league history. Pretty amazing. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And the Raptors, another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Change here for Memphis. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Number 1, the Raptors.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Outside Sexton. Driving in. And that one's drained from the low block.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Graham, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Jackson surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot from the arc. And no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Jerome. Blocked. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Jackson outside. Can they get it? The shot off that time. And so it's MP making things happen for Toronto. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Toronto.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Dick is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Murray Boyles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. To the middle. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Murray Boyles. And here's Dick. Steps back and fires. Clark grabs the board.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Now Sexton. Here he goes. Can't get it to fall. Toronto leading by 20. Pass to Barrett. Puts up a 3. Clark grabs the board. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Left side Sexton. Back to Jerome. Sexton looking around. Jackson on the wing. Fires the 3. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. in for Toronto. MP comes in for Gillespie. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The third pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing, Lance.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Memphis calls timeout. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Scotty Barnes. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And he's going for the lob! And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. MP, number 1.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And again, Toronto with a triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Morant against MP, and it's Morant off the drive.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. They're a team with momentum. Another bucket! Wow!
Dominating offensively once again. He's making a habit of this.
He's now tied for 5th most 50-point games in a season. That puts him in some rare company. Here's Wells, following the three-point basket by Toronto. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jerome outside. Outside Morant for 3. Morant missing again.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
A nice shot by MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
And get ready for MyCareer and an amazing start from your Arena Entertainment.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Taking a look at the Raptors, their roster is stacked. You expect them to be the top dog. In my book, they are the title favorites.
Shaq calling his shot.
Not really going out on a limb there, huh, big fella?
And next, let's talk about our game. MP has been stellar so far.
He could be more confident, really leading the way, looking to attack every time he gets.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Ja Morant, Zach Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Jalen Wells. Pure from three-point range. 10 points for him.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
The teardrop. Here's Aldama. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Shoots from 12, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got 8 assists here tonight. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Three-pointer. And good! There's another!
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right, and now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Here's Edey. Rebound by the Raptors.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys?
Yeah, gotta roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Oh, another one falls!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Edey. Now here's Aldama. Here's Wells. Clock at 6. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Who's got MP?
From deep, MP fires in the triple. MP's got 11 in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Aldama, the pass to Wells. And another 3 for Memphis.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Toronto has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Sends it home from three-point land.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Wells up top. Outside Morant. Stolen by MP. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
So both teams changing it up here. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
The 3 is up. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
And so Moran will bring it up for the Grizzlies. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. And that one's good.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Here's Moran. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Knocks down the long J.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Moran. And then Moran with the jam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam.
We've been watching him hold court out at the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Jackson with a screen on Barrett. Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Barrett. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
And here's MP from outside. And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Morant with the slam!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And so it's the Toronto Raptors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Now an update on Brandon Ingram from Allie LaForce. What'd you find out, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Raptors let me know the status. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. There will be no return to the floor tonight, and it sounds like recovery period is going to last a little longer than they were hoping for. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And I'm sure the training...
Raptors making a change here. MP's checked in.
It's always a party with your north side crew. Show them some love, fans.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Clark. Moran against MP. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you gotta take that into account. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And the Raptors, another three.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Moran. The three is up. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 21 points in the game. Barrett with it. From deep, MP. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. To the inside. Here's Moran. Rebound Toronto. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds now. MP, the pass to Barrett. Outside Dick. Toronto passing it around. And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Great job by MP there, staying ready, making himself a threat off the ball.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Jerome passes to Jackson. Here's Clark. Jerome outside. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Over MP. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
To the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Here's Morant. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
And Toronto has possession. From deep, MP. And again, Toronto with a triple.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Outside Morant. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
Thanks, guys. MP, seeing you tear up the passing lanes the way you did in the win tonight, tell us, you must have played football in high school. Cornerback?
Yeah, how'd you know? I mean, I tried a little bit of everything when I was real young, but I dropped all of that for hoops in about junior high. Basketball is my one true love. Always has been.
Well, it shows, MP. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Dom.
BA, over to you.
Thank you, Dominic. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And we'll see you next time.